Okay, we're going to repair this tailgate here. Someone's welded some flat bar there, another piece in there, and there's another piece in there. No idea what they've attempted to try to do, but they've just jammed it underneath for some reason. So we'll just have to take off the whole thing. I reckon I'll just make a new one of these. Seems to be easy enough, it's just two bends and a bit of length. So I've already unpicked it all, got all the welds unpicked. So now I just got to cut it out and make it work. So now you can see that's the flat bar that they welded in. Nice and dodgy, nice and farm-like. Somehow there's actually bog in there, don't know why. There's a flat bar there. They've actually welded it to the skin, so that's going to be fun. Luckily I don't think I've cut anywhere, so yeah, now I've just got to clean it up, take the rest of these bits off and start making up some new stuff. Right, that took quite a bit of persuading to do. Accidentally cut through the skin there because they actually welded the flat bar to the skin, so that's not optimal, so I guess I'll work with that. And then this here's got a big hole just there, there you go. Fantastic, so I think I might see if I can take that off, but it's actually part of the latching mechanism, so I don't know just yet, but I'll have a look at it, clean it up a bit and see how it goes, but it's going to be quite the difficult one actually. I don't know how I'm going to get this straight. I think I might have screwed up, should have just got a new one. This is just wobbly as, full of bob. Absolutely chock is full of bob and dents. Alright, got it all stripped down now, just about ready to sandblast it. It's got a heap of rust in it, so just got to get rid of all this brown scaly crap. Alright, just got it back from sandblasting. It's now like 3/4 sandblasted. The compressor decided to overheat, so I've still got a little corner over here to do, but I've got the section ready that I need to weld to, so we'll start with that, I guess. And yeah, I do realise that sandblasting it will heat up the steel, and it's probably warped it a lot, but it's already pretty muffed up, so I don't think it's really going to matter too much this time. So yeah, just in case you're about to comment. Right, got the new piece bent up here, nice and new. The old piece here is obviously a bit far gone. I'm not going to put that flat bar back on because let's just call it weight reduction. Alright, that's a lot better now. That's nice and straight. Came up nice. Oh, it's hard to see down the line, but yep, it's a lot better than what it was before. So yeah, now I've just got to fill in all these little holes. There's a couple over here. They're all from some old tarp kind of canopy thing. Yeah, I thought I was finished welding. Definitely not. There's many holes that I've got to attend to. So I guess I might get straight back to bronzing these. Right, just bronze welded all the holes. Best part about the bronze is that it doesn't heat up the steel too much, so it actually hasn't warped the panel. So that's always a plus because this panel is going to be warped already. Didn't need any more assistance, so yeah, this section here is going to be very fun. I might have to do a bit of heat shrinking. Alright, well that's enough for today. I've got the majority of it welded up. There's a couple little holes, but the bronze is doing its thing, so that's good. Not 100% happy with it. It's still very wrinkly, but I guess I'm going to have that with this overstretched bloody tailgate, so I'm just going to have to work with it and see what I can do tomorrow. Till then, I'm just going to go drink my sorrows away. So, alright, so now I've got the bottom lips now nice dead straight, but now the big issue is this big mound here. I don't know if it can come up on the camera much, but right here, basically this whole section here is all high, and I've got to either shrink it down or figure out some way to get rid of that big mound. Now I've come up with a weird idea, but I think it could possibly work, or it might just screw the whole skid up. But I was going to make a cut down there like that, and then just cut that up, fold it back in on itself, and then hopefully that'll tighten it up enough to be able to weld it shut. But it's good in theory, but we'll see how it goes. So I'm just on the first cut, straight down the middle. As you can see, the line actually tightens up already, so that's actually taken a massive big hill out of it already, and I haven't even started hitting it yet. So hopefully this is going to work. Can't actually believe how well that's worked. It's tightened right up. I actually had to take another gap out there, but that's tightened right up, and that hill now is all but gone. There's a little bit of a hide there, but the rest of it's pretty much gone. There's a little bit high there. Oh, might be getting carried away now. I've just done a second one down there just to get rid of the last of that hill, but I'm actually very happy with how that's come out. That's actually worked a lot better than I thought it was gonna. We actually might get this actually flat, so beautiful. I'm gonna weld it right up now with some bronze and see how we go. Hopefully I won't stretch it out when I weld it. Yep, so it's come out nice and flat. 10 times better than what it was. There's no longer a big mound there anymore. Still can't really see it. There's a lot of little dimples and stuff, but it is actually flat, so I can probably fill up most of that with a bit of bog. I'm still gonna hammer and use the old slapper to try to get that a little bit more straight, get the little dimples out, and then it's probably just gonna etch it up and then put a slight coat of bog on it, and then happy days. This one doesn't have to go to the tip. And now that it's in etch, you can actually see it is a lot more flatter. Well, it still looks bumpy, but it's definitely a lot more flat than what it was before. So at least now it's actually going to be workable. So happy with that. So it's all etched up now. Just finished stripping it all down, and I've just hammered all of this in. So all the dents now are all pretty flat. Just did all that, stripped that down to steel as well. Basically now it is about as flat as I reckon I can get it. So I'm going to flip it over the other side, maybe see if I can find a few more little dents, and if not, I'm going to start bogging this up. So yeah, got it down flat as I can with the hammer and dolly and the slapping iron and stuff. So now it's just, it is a little bit wobbly, but it's about as good as I can go, because obviously I can't spend too much time on it, otherwise the budget's going to blow out. So it's not going to be a steel finish. It's definitely not the type of car that needs to be steel finish. It's not the most valuable thing in the world. It's not a GT or anything like that. So we're just going to get it up and get it nice. Don't put too much bog in. I reckon that's just going to be a nice, maybe 2-3 mils of bog. So that's approvable. I reckon that's fine. So all right, just got a bit of bog in now. I've just skimmed the whole shell just because no point trying to do little spots, because it would have just ended up being little patchy things. So did a whole thing. I always try to use 3M. I use a 3M Platinum Plus. It's just a good bog that actually, yeah, as you can see, you can put it down nice and flat. That way you don't have to block as much. Just makes it a lot easier for yourself, and less sanding is always better for anyone. So yeah, hopefully after this I can just block it down and it should be good to prime up. But yeah, we'll see how we go. All right, it's all sanded down now. Got some etch on it. Just about to hit it with some 2K primer, get some high fill on there so I can do the last little bit of blocking, but so far it's come out pretty good. It's nice and flat, so I don't think you'd be able to see too much, but it's yeah, it's pretty flat. Just needs a little bit extra with a bit of primer, and then happy days. Alright, she's all primed up now. It's 3 coats of high fill primer. I've switched over to Baslac. I've always found Baslac's bloody one really good paint, made by Bassif, so they're a pretty big company. But it really goes on nicely, and actually has a real fine finish, so you don't have to sand it too much before you actually start blocking, so you're not wasting any primer.